Hello Weathermen. Today I'm just going to be doing this quick guide for you on how to use the website mixed.io. This is a tool we're going to use to share data with our group as we are discovering things in our personal investigations of the weather. So basically you know already from what we've discussed in class that you'll be observing the weather at your house and at home and on your way to school and wherever you can see the weather, basically anywhere outside. And you will need to write those findings down somewhere. It's up to you where you write them, but this is a very good place to put them because eventually everyone will be expected to move all their findings and put it into this website because it makes it a lot easier to share with your group mates what you have found. So I'm just going to be showing you a couple of things, a couple of ways you can use this, especially for this project. Down here we have the toolbar. Right here, this is the drawing tool. I find it really helpful for just quick little messages or anything that you don't really know how to write, but you could draw. So for example, I'm just writing hi right now. But if you wanted to use it more specifically for the project, I would definitely accept if you wanted to do cloud coverage using more of a drawing than a descriptive sort of description. Instead of using words, you can use drawings, basically. So I would accept like this for partly cloudy, just a couple of clouds, and then for maybe sunny, you just draw a sun. I would accept that definitely as a way of describing cloud coverage. And if you ever want to delete that, easy peasy, go back to the select tool, select the thing you want to delete, and then click the delete button on your keyboard. So that's just a very easy way to kind of communicate things without words. The main tool you'll be using here is this sticky note tool. So you're basically going to be dropping notes that communicate your findings. What I recommend is each group member has their own color of note. So for example, oh, I made too many. For example, if you are in a group with Kayla, then Kayla would have her own color, so Kayla is blue in this example. So these are Kayla's findings, and anything that Kayla finds in her investigation, she'll put under a blue sticky note. And so if she is outside on November 20th and she finds that it is 65 degrees, then she'll just write that down really quick, maybe draw a few conclusions about that, say partly cloudy, anything along those lines that she thinks is important for that day. And all of her findings will be in blue. So then her group mates can see it and recognize whose finding that is. And then say you have another group mate over here, and this is Jacob's findings, and he chose the color green. And this way it just keeps all of your stuff organized, and you can know who contributed what to the project, and you can check to see if everyone got the same sort of results. So on the same day, Jacob found that where he was, it was 67 degrees. Little inconsistencies are totally fine, and he also found that it was partly cloudy. And then once everyone has their findings in here, obviously you'd have many more than this. This is just an example. But then you can choose a different color entirely and drop another note and make some conclusions about it. So in the end of this project, you'll have conclusions about transportation and fashion for different weather patterns, basically. So you might have a transportation section where you list different transportation options for different weathers. So for this weather in particular, on the 20th, if it's 65 degrees out and partly cloudy, then someone could use public transit. Or someone could ride a bike, probably. It's probably not too cold for that. And then fashion-wise, you would record just a few options for people. So maybe a light jacket because it's a little chilly. Stuff like that. And you'll just list different ideas you have, and then you can use all of this information when you're making your actual presentation. And it's just a really good way to map what you found and kind of organize where your findings came from and what they'll turn into. So that's a basic idea, the basic idea of how we'll use mixed.io. Yes, and good luck.